Hello and welcome to the Fat Boss Guide to the Champion of Light encounter. So this first boss
Budding?
Sorted.
What up?
First boss might be a 3-heal fight. Feel like it is. By any chance, is there anyone who does not need the first boss? Probably not.
None of the boomkins need it. You can just hit all of us.
Oh, for real.
No, please God, no.
Sean, I'll join in a sec. I was just finishing world quests.
World quests. I could sit. I really don't need anything that's too important. Just I got a 400 main hand today. If needed.
Axe, were you serious when you said boomkins don't need loot from this?
No, the first 3 bosses drop like a biscuit.
Okay, because I didn't know that. I cannot move around groups. Oh yeah, I can.
I'm ready for trash.
I'm
Just
always ready.
throw out a few more summons and then, or we could just do it now. We should probably summon more people since it's mythic and it doesn't scale down.
Very few raids have been this close to our home city.
I like it.
Siege of Orgrimmar?
It's a little, yeah, siege.
Well, you still had to go to the valley for that.
You just flew out of
That's
the
3 expansions
city.
ago.
He did say very few, so that means that there will be other.
Yeah, I mean, if the closest you can find is Siege of Orgrimmar, that's 3 expansions ago.
I think we 2 phases boss if we do 3 heals maybe. I don't know.
Limit strat, 1 tank, 2 heal, 17 DPS.
That's how they did.
Yeah.
I like
that.
that. That's the bus strat.
I don't, because I don't DPS.
Shit. You're right.
Okay, how'd they 1 tank it? Is that what she said?
Just pull the ad on top of the boss, I guess, and kill it.
Alright. First boss.
You ready for trash, right?
Well, shit, I am now.
What did Wildcard do? Because I know they 2-phased it. I didn't see what the comp was though. Go look, I suppose.
I think most people just kill it during the after the first ad phase. It's just boss ads boss.
The zeal stacks on her don't really punish you unless you get hit by Wave of Light or
Increase our melee attack.
yeah. Oh right. Or you can use
Wildcard 2
Eternals
tank.
for that, right?
I mean, we can go up to what? 20 stack of zeal, but it does increase our melee.
I'm just thinking of like in case we like need to go a little bit into that phase and keep Yeso.
B-League? Fuck this game.
Hal?
Wildcard had 4 healers and they 2-phased it.
I interrupt that dog.
He's the first boss, I don't think we need to overthink it.
We don't. We'll just
Videos I watch
kill
should
fast,
look
though.
legit free.
Yeah.
Oh, how did those fall? It's all quantified.
You gotta pick all of them.
Watch out for these aggro bombs.
Yeah, move when he casts Magellan.
One person in second. Ooh, that's a big explosion.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't want so.
Do ignore them.
Yes.
I think you just dodge them. I don't think it's a soak thing. I think they're just.
Yeah.
Don't so.
Yeah, they just hurt. They're not soak mechanics. Oh, fuck.
If you touch one while it's near other ones, it'll cause the other ones to go.
Veto.
Interesting.
Oh,
Hey man, there you go.
Do you need?
yes.
That's haste burst. That's BIS.
Yes!
Holy fuck.
That's
Worth
Looks
it.
like a hunter item.
I'm
It
still annoyed
does.
my
Looks like
monk's
a
getting
hunter
ace
item.
gear and my DK is getting crit gear. So the opposite.
Looks like a sell item.
Nah, I'd equip that shit, honestly.
It's already equipped.
What? Selfish, dude.
I'm not even selling it.
Isn't
Could have
selling
put
it the
that in the
selfish
guild
trade?
bank. Didn't you see the guild bank?
I'm dead. battle res me. Too lazy to walk back. Thank you.
I don't know what killed you, but I put my BF.
I was honestly just lazy.
I mean, I was typing and not healing you. I'll take the blame for that one.
Classic.
Classic.
Agreed, right. I've already done too many mythic pluses.
I did a lot of this today. Hope everyone.
I did a park key. I'm ready for anything.
Same.
Oh, you're in it.
I guess I'll take trash.
Wiki was in here until just now. She dropped a cauldron. Back. Trying to figure out if we need to do any more swaps. Yeah. I mean, does anyone else volunteer? Like either healer or DPS to swap out for someone? Like if the gear from this boss isn't that great for you, then that would be ideal.
Dude, where's the cauldron? I don't have eyes. Unless it's
gone.
already. It's gone. Yeah.
Got
Does someone
devoured.
trade me.
I can give you one.
Thank you.
I'll sit out.
Wait a
Thanks for
minute.
volunteering, Dan.
Yeah, who is that? I'm Grounder. Who needs the flask?
Yeah. I need like 3 more sirens fallen. Does anyone have like 14?
Goro's
Like-
got me.
Goro? Okay.
Yeah, don't make a flask. Somebody give me a collagen flask.
Because I was gonna give you the collagen one, but then I'm like, shit, I used it, so I could almost make one, but...
I mean, I have flasks in my hands. Gotta save all the gold you can. I need all these flasks for M+. It's only 75 in a stat though. The diamond of sustenance.
Yeah, I'm using my blood sausage.
Does it? It doesn't place it down for everyone. It's just like just for you. Yeah.
Just for me.
I assume we're gonna get a feast.
Emerald.
We will, one sec.
That one's super nice. It's literally just a health pot.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is out.
Oh, we got logs for tonight?
Yeah.
You should be good to zone in on
Alright. Boss is easy. Boss is gonna go on the right, I assume. Yeah. Myth mechanic is they'll cost Prayer of the Fallen, and then the ads, either the ones that are alive or the ones that are dead, where their bodies are. The Crusaders shoot out these slow-moving hammers that you just dodge, and all the disciples have to be interrupted within 8 seconds. You don't even need assignments for it, it should be super free. There'll be like one time where there's just like 2 interrupts, and then another time where it's 4 interrupts, and you have 8 seconds to do it.
Yeah, one of the tanks will always be near, so that's always -1.
Yeah, should be super free. We lost on pull. We're gonna try to kill it before we swap to the second set of ads.
Alright. Just either Calstran or LBK give tanks portal.
Oh, have I dropped a
Gateway
feast
ready?
yet?
No.
No.
Okay, let me do that.
Where are you gonna tank it?
Just like to the ads are gonna go to the left, the boss gonna go to the right.
Just don't do anything dumb like hitting the boss while she has Seal of Reckoning, please.
Is that fine? That's probably the closest I can get.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll work. That's just, yeah, it's probably not even bad point. Yeah, it's kind of farther back, so that everybody's guaranteed, like, their back face to the Crusader. But yeah, pay attention to that as well. Long, how many stacks do you want to swap?
When the phase change. I'll turn the adjut on the boss.
Alright, let's go.
You think you can go that long? I guess we'll see.
She doesn't have a lot of health.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Position with your backs to the Crusaders.
Three, two,
My
one.
frame rate, dude. Yikes. Maybe I shouldn't use OBS.
Streaming?
Just recording.
Royally Fallen?
Oh, Malice.
Drop Angelic Renewal to get hit by hammers. Yeah, we're good on the hammers. Yeah, so they go out in straight lines, but they like rotate which direction they're going in, so you kind of have to keep watching them until
2,
they're done.
1.
She's gonna swap phases soon.
Yep.
Switch.
No, you can swap.
Taunting Crusader. Remember, nobody hit boss.
3,
Blind?
2, 1.
Move late, you gotta dodge that.
Yeah, he's not grippable, so.
I'm master spawning.
Move light again.
3, 2,
Wait, what?
Don't hit the boss yet. Do we just Mongo the boss right now, or get interrupts?
Nah, chill.
Just chill, don't attack it.
Do pet attacks cause it to go up?
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, I'm gonna take ads, you take boss.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, it's her burst at the end.
Resbird.
Ads.
What hit us before that? Did I just get hit by him?
One Crusaders. I'll get the other ads in my hand. Crusaders.
3,
Blind.
2,
Blinded.
1.
In a bad spot. Some pointed. Remember, don't hit the ads even if they're near you.
30 scan.
Can you grip that disciple away?
I already used Griffin. I'm taunting it over.
Prayer of the Fallen.
I got one Angelic. What do you got there?
Dodge hammers.
Just doing her thing soon.
Yeah, should change.
Yeah, we're
can swap.
doing ads.
Okay, taunting boss.
We're on ads now.
Do you just wanna...
Use personals for when it transitions to when she
I
does.
can drop barrier. When that happens, we just get out of melee range.
Wait, is the light coming out?
Don't hit.
Main
Don't.
subgrounder.
Switch.
Crystal.
It's awkward.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, I was watching her energy bar. It wasn't full.
Yeah, it was. She went from 78 to 90, and then she cast it.
Oh.
Yeah, when the ads die, it just goes by really fast.
I saw her at like 40%. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a bet.
I guess that's how it's designed to just prevent stupid downtime.
Syrath Cocoon.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, me and Blanc, we getting this shit. Oh, Franco, the plate wear is getting all the loot easy.
Do we have an enchanter?
Oh.
Oh shit, you get the fucking hands too. What does this chest even have?
You're a mage, dude.
Those hammers have a larger hitbox than
Good shit. Also DC'd during that pull.
I'll be right back. I have to ancient that.
Yeah.
Are we still being set for the next boss?
No, we have to figure that out.
You know what that means, Trenko. We got a ton of weapons, you're not getting yours. Ever. That's how Uldir worked.
That's how the Mafia work.
Ooh, I hope I get the shoulders from the gorilla. That would be like the best. Those are actually the best shoulders, I'm pretty sure. And Jadefire's helm. First bosses are so good.
What's all this AFK time? It's because of the cinematic.
Yeah, you have to wait for it to play out. It's the immersion.
Wait, can I? Wait. Oh no.
Oh shit, bonus roll.
Yeah, dude.
Can you shoot stuff through here? I guess they're just like too far. Oh no, it actually counts as a wall. Shit.
Click on this real quick.
Okay. Oh.
That's fine.
Johnny. Fucking dude.
Karma, dude.
Dude, I wasn't done with my chest plate.
Sean?
Sorry, I have auto invite turned off. Some people like to abuse it.
Like me?
No, you don't abuse it.
Don't pull the next pull. Don't.
It's just these, right? Oh wait, does that mean we can't? Is it auto put everybody in combat or what? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad, sorry.
So the strats that I've seen for this boss is that you like mostly just kill both ads at the same time, but you nuke one down first. Then someone like picks up the orb and has to hold it for a while and survive a lot of damage.
Alright.
And then I think when you get the third set of ads, you pick it up and trigger the tantrum like immediately for the damage, and you just have to burn him before he gets 100 energy. And that's the strat. And the big challenge is making sure the person that's holding onto the orb for a little while doesn't die, mostly to tantrum and fear damage. So it's all about good spot healing.
And we want to interrupt the tank combos and get the tank thrown and save a bit of that.
Yeah.
You can bop it, can't you?
I don't. We can skip these if we hold the right, like the pack over there.
BOEs.
Time. I don't know. What do we value? You know.
BOE.
Okay. 2 answers. All right, Sean. What's the call?
I don't know, dude.
You're the tank, man.
Me. Okay.
Tank, don't use democracy that way.
You have to figure out what comp we're doing for the next boss anyway, so...
Alright. Someone get next interrupt on Cavalier. Charge coming.
It's the best way to handle charge to like get in melee range of him, so it hits less people.
Yeah, and like be on the other side.
I'll be sure and remember that.
Tim, you need 50 or you need 42 heart level for the defensive trait on these pieces. Jesus, that's rough.
I'm gonna ask again, does anyone not need the next boss?
DPS.
I mean, it's not too bad, everybody's at 41, right?
I really don't need it again either.
We need a DPS who's in right now to swap out for healer.
That's where it's only a minor upgrade for me.
I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for. Like, everyone gets upgrades from all these bosses. We just need to figure out whose upgrades are not as large.
Gorokin said he only needs weapon for off prospect.
Okay. Because, like, if no one volunteers, then we just have to pick someone to get the copy.
Last.
Whatever, you know, so.
Charge on me. Oh, what the fuck? Not
Where is it?
Yeah.
No, we're horde still.
By the way, between the horse and the guy that's.
Oh, you're a double.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay, I got interrupt. Yeah, remember, keep interrupts. Holy shit, you're unlucky.
I don't think this comp has really too much, like, or this boss has too much, like, comp requirements aside from, like, you need to, like, have good interrupts while you're hitting ads, and I think Bop has good utility.
Resetting.
When are we popping?
We cannot bop all the we cannot bop all the throws.
I know.
Well, if we got like, a bunch of pallies, we could.
The lust reset doesn't work on people that are mounted, apparently.
No, you have to hit the boss.
You don't have to hit the boss anymore.
No, they changed it so that you don't have to hit the boss.
But if you're mounted, I guess it bugs.
Or eating, because it didn't reset for me.
Oh, it's okay. What a great. Wow.
What a trip.
When are we popping the first tension?
Pretty much instantly after we kill the ad.
At the moment one ad dies, Tianchen will get popped.
Pretty much, if it's above 50 energy, yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, somebody got out. I was trying to pull it out and it killed me at the very last second.
I just want to avoid that damage if we can. By interrupting the triple combo.
Yeah, you can use the thing to trigger the tantrum in the middle of the combo.
I'm gonna
Does that
put
do
this
less
gateway
damage if that
in case
person
it's in the back.
spawns further away?
Well, yes, but it's still a lot of damage.
Should we shut up healing cooldown?
Yeah, probably.
Probably want to save Devo for if we fuck up and we need to like barrier Devo. I really like.
How long does the fight last before the boss dies?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Maybe
So you
a bit
could
more.
use Devo on like the first Tianchen if you wanted to be mana efficient, or you just hold it the whole time and use it once.
I'll need to summon back.
I mean, if you want to rotate cooldowns like that, then it pretty much changes upon like the person who's carrying the Ape Agonizer thing never dying. Because if they die, you just get a huge tantrum.
Yeah.
Does anybody know, so Ferocious, is it Ferocious Roar? Yeah, that's the fear mechanic, right? Any target now staring ally is horrified for 5 seconds. So if you're like in a Warlock portal, like going through it and that happens, do you get horrified? I don't know how that works.
If there's no one with there going with you, yeah.
Okay. So it's not, it doesn't like put you, like make you like...
I mean,
It doesn't
there's
make you
also a time-
invulnerable.
There's a timer for the roar. Just don't use the gateway when the timer's about to happen.
Alright, I was just asking, so I wasn't sure.
The roar is also a lot of damage, by the way.
Yes, 71k.
So there are a few things we need. We need one melee DPS to just sit with the tanks, so that when one tank gets thrown away, wouldn't it make sense to have a Death Knight do it? Or I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I guess Sassy can do it.
Yeah, so your job is just sit with the tanks. That way when one tank gets thrown away, the other tank still has a buddy. Or I guess you want one melee and I think one healer to do that actually. Holy Paladin, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, Sassy and Sacred will just stand on the tanks.
Well, the slight... I mean, the only thing with that is, well, they shouldn't stand on the tanks the entire time, because then Reverberating Slam will get slammed. I guess it doesn't matter that much.
Just dodge it. And look, I didn't make this up. This is just what I've watched that people have already done and it works, and there's a good reason for it. Like, I'm not like pulling this out of my ass, okay? Also, well, I don't know why, but I've seen a lot of people positioning the boss over here by this wall. I don't know why. Maybe it's better for ad positioning. I don't really
What
see a
wall?
reason
Can you-
not to do it. But
Can you mark our skull? Or...
yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I don't know, but we can do it because I don't see much reason not to. When ape tagonizers come out, they come out two just right next to each other. We'll burn the one on the right first, just to make it simpler. Like if you're like it'll always be on the edge, so if you're in the center looking at it, the one on the right, I'll mark it. But we need interrupts on both. We can probably do a melee interrupt rotation on the left one, and just range can kick the right one. I don't think this is really something that needs figuring out because we're just gonna kill them both quickly. And I want to have 2 people in charge of picking up that thing to trigger the ape antagonizer, probably range. So one person will pick up the first one and trigger it as soon as the boss is above 50. And the second person will leave the thing on the ground until after the tantrum is over, and then once you're full on health, you pick it up. Because it leaves a dot on you, and you hold it until the shattered, or whatever it's called, debuff falls off of everyone. And that person needs intense spot healing. What else? Everyone needs a buddy, pretty much, because of the fear. You just need to always be buddied. If you get the throw on you, you need to run it away from everybody, and you have to stay with the tank until they run back. And the tank gets stunned, so you have to wait. Is there anything I missed? And try to use the tantrum to interrupt a combo if possible. But I don't know what exactly the timings of that is like.
Yeah, I think if maybe
But
I guess if combo's about to come up, we can call like hold on the orb, the tank.
But we should try to rotate externals and or bop on the tank getting thrown if possible. So you guys should just be ready to call out.
The guy holding the sparks probably gonna take more damage.
Yeah,
it look really hard on tanks, but it doesn't hit that hard on tanks.
Is there anything else? We're gonna less than 40%, and then we're gonna, when the third wave of ads comes out, we kill both of them. But the person who picks it up second, as soon as you pick it up after the tantrum, you just trigger it immediately for the damage, because it does a lot of damage to him. I'm pretty sure with that mechanic we only actually have to do like 70 million damage to him because we just shock him with the thing. So I can do one of the shocks on him. I don't know exactly who's best for holding it.
Wildcat with a mage and a boomkin.
Alright. Gur, you wanna do it, I guess?
Sure. Am I doing the 50 or the holding?
The holding, so after the tantrum, pick it up. Or we can take turns, maybe. I can call it out.
You said the first one is like immediately after the robot dies. When is the second one gonna be?
Yeah, when do I use that one?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Is it, am I just holding it till 50?
What, like, you can watch the, like, it's either when the debuff called Shattered falls off, or when he's at 50%, like, whichever is later.
Okay.
So, that's when it is. I can't tell you how long that is in seconds. It could be about so the ads spawn roughly 2 minutes apart, so the tantrums will probably be roughly 1 minute apart. And if we fuck it up, then we'll get a late one that does a shit ton of damage, and we'll have to use everyone use personals and Devo and Rallying Cry.
I'm not gonna solve the first one because I feel like it'll be better for the later.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
I'll him the first one though if you guys don't want to blow everything.
I'm gonna advantage the first one for sure. I just don't know if it's strong enough to cover all of it. It probably is, but maybe not.
Huh.
It probably doesn't matter from there on out. Should be dead by then.
It looks like they do it. I'm just looking. It's like over a minute after the first tantrum. So you have to make sure
Slightly
like,
over a minute.
Wait to pick it up a little bit.
I don't know how long it lasts on the ground, but you probably just want to pick it up after the very wide damage is done, and once you're topped off.
Okay. And they drop from the ads, correct?
Yeah, you just have to walk over it, and then you get an extra action button. You have to stand still to cast it and be in range of him. It's not 40 yards; it's less than that. So. Tilia, Ground, are you ready?
I'm good.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
let's
sir.
go, buddy up.
Or pulling the skull.
5.
Try to spread
4,
out a little bit.
3, 2, 1.
I guess we're fighting a move there. Okay.
Well, as soon as the first head spawn, I'm gonna move.
That's fine. I don't think the position matters that much. Ads are up. Right towards the fur one. It's way far away.
Taunt him off.
What are we dying to?
The rocket plus the bestial throw happened at the same time.
I'll get the first one. Oh shit, I should probably have a buddy with me for this. Triggering now? Ready? Res Sacred accepted after the. Holy shit.
You overlap it with the bestial throw.
Oh, okay, my bad. Fuck.
I think it's better to put him on
Yeah,
I mean, ads spawn anywhere across the room.
For the throw, is it distance based on where the person lands or distance from ground?
I'm not sure.
I think it's distance from the raid members, like people.
Yeah, it's fall off damage based on how far away from everyone else.
Yeah, so that's why I landed in the middle of everybody.
Okay, so it was like bad and then like doubly bad.
Yeah.
Did the person
I
with
died
bestial
with the throw, so you got thrown to my dead. So let's. We can keep talking about how it landed in the range if we want, though.
Don't release next time.
Did the person with bestial throw not run with it?
I died. You got thrown to my.
Is there a lead guard that shows you if you're being targeted by a rocket?
It gives you an error. A rocket.
It was chunking us super hard. It hits as hard as the roar, and then it has the dot afterwards.
When he does the throw, I think it's safe to go off on your own because when he's casting that, he won't cast. You just have to escort the tank back to the group, though.
You can pull him to the middle of the room and be close to everyone.
I mean, middle is probably the worst.
Boom to skull, like the raid leader said.
Let's go with skull. That's just what I've seen guilds who have already killed it do. So.
And what will you do if the head spawn right where they did spawn? Within
Move
15
him away
yards?
a little bit.
So it doesn't matter where we pull him then?
Just move him there. It doesn't matter, just move him there. Like, what is even the point of arguing about it?
5 seconds of last DPS time?
Doesn't fucking matter.
I'm assuming that the guilds that are going, you know, like top 10 US know something that I don't about like what position is best for getting to all the ad spawn locations. So we should just do it. Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so you can still heal the tank when the tank's in his hand, right?
Should be able to, yeah.
I think so.
We can top that person off.
Ad?
You don't need to be on top of the tanks before that point, though.
Boss needs to move away before the ad dies.
Targeted. I'll move him right now.
Antagonize cast got off on the left. Do we need to set up a rotation for that then?
Ranger gonna interrupt, yeah.
Triggering Tantrum.
I got next.
Oh, I fucked up. There we go. Tantrum. You can grab the orb now, Gur. And I think you'll have to wait for the debuff to fall off before you do your thing. Gur needs big heals. Oh, he's dead.
I gotta read you.
Yeah, she got healed.
I got a heal from John. Are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hitting hard.
Probably want to be going further with that throw.
Sticking for 26k, so I need to just be spammed.
Debuffs off.
Well, we do have 5 healers.
Oh yeah, we need to trigger it soon, by the way.
Oh, Takur's dead. We can't. We just have to use personals, rally, barrier.
Yeah, barrier, not debuff.
Darkness in there.
You get real far with that beastal throw. Like,
You don't have to stay with him. You don't have to. Doesn't follow the throws of the shot.
alright, his energy is at.
I can reset.
Oh, we got ads. We need to burn the right one. I think he's
Tantrum,
gonna do
we're
it.
gonna have to stack up with the melee then, yeah?
We're gonna
Yeah,
die.
get ready.
Targeted.
Just, yeah, we're fucking dead, dude. There's also beastal throw.
100. There it is.
Darkness, dude, is
I didn't
there.
die.
Yeah, you didn't die. Everybody else did.
Come on, guys.
Don't release.
Just a purse. So
It's hitting me for 23,477 every second.
it's
Every
healable.
second? Okay.
Every second.
Yeah, it's huge.
I
slot
took
heals.
6 sticks and then I was on the floor.
We can probably delay you picking up the thing just to minimize healing, but I don't know how long it lasts on the floor.
Yeah.
So you could.
You can just be by. You just need to be my buddy then, or somebody, so I can be by it.
Well, we probably need a lot of directed heals from Johnny and Sacred, but yeah, I'll buddy with you. You can put markers on.
You probably move the beacon to the guy holding the orb, yeah?
And target the tank for healing.
Yeah.
I don't
Who's
know.
who's holding the orb?
Gur. I mean, unless there's a better option for it. I think the reason you get the orb is so you can ice block big grade wide damage.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at Vision skill right now, and they had a rogue and a demon hunter do it. So I'm not sure if there's any merit to people what classes do it.
I was gonna say Demon Hunter is just good because Leech.
Which tank takes less overall damage on this fight?
The one not tanking.
That's hard to say.
It's probably just lots of beacon micro, I guess.
It depends on the RNG bestial throw because it different. It could be one of us gets thrown like multiple times in a row, or it's back and forth. Like, it just depends on the RNG of how the combo goes and how we taunt. We taunt based off the RNG of the combo. So it's like really not like a definite thing. I mean, that's just I was tanking more. Jesus. I guess it's me then.
Tank swaps are not constant, so that depends.
Yeah.
I think the point of doing it on a mage is that frost mages have double ice block. So.
No,
and
I
then
can
maybe
block
once
the
you.
tantrums. That's fine
think
that I
the
do
goal
it. I
is
don't
that-
think it's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
he's
won't
not gonna-
have the thing on you during your tantrum, but it'll be also Ferocious Roar and Bestial Throw. By the way, if you get the throw on you, you need to haul ass, not like slowly back trot while DPSing.
And
it does a
the buddy
shit
doesn't
ton
have to
of
go
damage.
with them, right? If the
No,
person. Okay.
no, because the tank buddy's with them. He doesn't roar doing that.
Also, I'll get first interrupt on Skull Act, and then Park gets second. I don't know if we need the 3 melee interrupt.
I just
You need a rotation on the left side too, then, or
Yeah. Stranko get first on left side. Iraja back gets second on left side. And then if we're not up, I'll call for range to get third. But I think 2 melee might be able to do it.
will we be able to get it before the first cast goes off? Or we could have range, just get the first ones as well.
Yeah, I guess.
I've been
But I
kicking
can...
first usually every time. You can have range kick left and right first, and then do Stranko and Bird first, Arrow and Park second. Does that make sense?
Yeah, non-skull Stranko.
First, yeah, Stranko's kicking non-skull first. Aerodre is kicking non-skull second. Park is second on skull. But before the first people, it's range interrupts. I think that should be fine.
We didn't change the orb, right? I'm still getting it.
Yeah. But if you're out of ice blocks, call for it and I'll take that one instead.
Okay.
My game's frozen.
Nice.
Which tank is taking boss first?
Probably Vonk. Just so he'll just take it and roll to skull.
This boss runs fast as fuck, by the way.
True.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Heads. Far side. Up kick. Left. Alright. We got it. Stranko get next on that one went off. Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to call Stranko. I messed that up.
Okay, so we need 3 melee.
Okay. Hold on, let's fight real quick and figure this out. I range kicked the left one and then it just didn't even get interrupted.
You said Ranger's kicking first?
Yeah, and it did get kicked.
Do you want to give me assist, Sean, so I can mark the skull?
Yeah.
No,
It's
I can
always the
do
one
it.
on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, throws in the timer. Because who did I get thrown at? Cause yeah, the roar I got feared.
I was guessing the ramp spot based on roar timer. I have to get that down, but it seems like it's a good spot to ramp. There's a rocket, the roar, and the toss. All
You're
at the same time.
taking skull orb, right, Sean?
Correct.
Okay.
So we need more melee involved with interrupting then? Do we even have that many? I don't think we do.
Well, no, we just need a third interrupt. Like, So it'd be because like I can pretty much always get skull
Do you
first.
think we need? It didn't get marked, so it's gonna die faster if they're because those were just being split cleaved.
Yeah.
Saul's the one on the right.
So we'll
But,
just do
yeah, we can
the
go
same
mark
thing. Like I'll get first skull, Park get second skull, Stranko first non-skull, Rajas first, second non-skull, third of either cast goes to any ranged, and then we'll melee again.
Can we rely on melee to get there in time to get the actual first one then?
I can get there. Don't know about off. Like I can always get.
Warriors should be able to get there.
Striker
Leap charge.
The most important thing is that Bird and Striker can get there first then.
It's not a very big room. It's gateway too, if there's ever fucky spawns.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, gateway's really good for beast shoulders as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ads.
Moving a little bit.
Ranged on skull. I got next on skull.
Range on left. Holy shit.
Did we lose the spark guy?
Yeah, I died. Someone has to do the first one.
Got it then.
Triggered it. Yeah, I'll accept the res.
Targeted.
Triggering.
Enemy.
Need healing if I pick it up. Okay, I have it.
Should try to spread out a little bit more. That does a lot of damage.
Is there a weak aura that tells us who's targeted by rocket? Because it's targeting one individual person every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I got.
When do I do? I'm gonna die. I can't hold it for that long.
We took a lot of damage. We have to like spread better, but all of us have.
A lot of the damage we are taking, like unnecessarily, is from that rocket.
Yeah.
There's a nasty overlap that I've been ramping for. I actually hit it really well last fall, where it goes
The roar,
toss,
rocket.
roar, plus rocket, all at the same time about.
Yeah, I died to that. Roar plus rocket. I don't know if it's even like dodgeable or not.
And the timing of stuff, I think it might be the roar and the toss always follow up each other. I'm gonna check the log just now. We might not have seen a deep enough pull to see it yet.
Yeah, also for the throw, I think the throw might just end up being a learning curve with the timing of it. Because I noticed the Sacred ended up running like farther, and then I got thrown and I was like closer, and then he ended up getting feared.
Yeah, it was like a
Could've
little bit
waited.
too far.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird to learn because there's not a timer for it.
There's no debuff for who gets targeted by the rocket. We just have to fan out better, but make sure to still always have one person near you. I don't know if there's a better way to avoid that.
Yeah, I don't think we're using enough of the room, maybe. It's just kind of hard when there are ads, because then we all get like grouped up in kind of like a circle around them, like.
Can you do three ranged cams? Minimize your rocket damage that way?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. You do like side camp.
And like where the
Look
moose is. Or yak.
And this will obviously have to shift when it gets covered by fire, but still.
Yeah, but there should be like a couple people on each marker at all times.
So ranged and healers spread out on this.
How long am I holding this thing for? That seemed like a fuck time. Like I was holding it for so long, and he was at 30 energy.
He
You
ramps
try.
it.
You can try to delay picking it up a bit more. I don't know how long you have, but you can just try to wait a bit more.
I mean, if I'm alive, Kerr's not gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to hold on to it for like a pretty long time, no matter what. It's gonna be like 45 seconds probably. You're gonna have to hold on to it. Ish.
I'm fine with that if I don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm alive, you're not gonna die.
Yeah, I watched some of the kills and they hold on to it for almost as long as possible. I feel like.
Doc, are you ready?
Yeah, we were talking about Devo Aura. We could pop Devo as late as possible to cover the Bestial, or the Bro, plus the Roar, plus the Missile, to prevent any possible death at that point, and it would come up in time for when we need it later. And it'd cover everybody. We could try.
So do I want to do that like as soon as someone's targeted with the throw?
No. The damage on the raid doesn't happen until it impacts, so you can wait until.
Okay.
You ready, Doc?
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Need some people in circle.
Back to split circle.
That's. That would go off.
Yeah, Bark.
Got need heals.
Good now?
Wait for me.
That one went off.
This is gonna hurt. Personals. Yeah, we had a few casts go off. Let's reset.
Yeah, I was in his hand when he was tantruming. Does anybody, Blanc, do you know if he throws you after that, or does he put me down?
I assume he puts you down.
Is that Tantrum with 3 hits of it? And normally we only got 2?
3.
That was also when I got hit by the tank, and then he did that.
But we almost survived 3 hits.
Yeah. We would have survived the 3 if we did the CD as if it was gonna be 3.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think the only thing we had popped was Revival, and then the Trank came in later. But it should be okay with just one of the 2 mins there. Instead of...
I mean,
I usually
Yeah.
But
it's still a
ideally
problem,
we
I
want
can win.
2 here. Only 2 tantrums. Right?
It's supposed to only be 2, but we got 3 because we fucked up that time.
The ad got its cast off, so we got higher rage.
Usually we would have just been fine with like him.
Do Shadow Priest not have an interrupt?
We do.
Yeah, they do. It's like 30 or 45 seconds, right?
45.
Yeah.
We had 6 people interrupt that pool.
I mean, I think. So we're having those assigned people get the first 2 on each, and then can you just vocalize when the next one needs range? Like say range on right, range on left for interrupt. And hopefully we don't all stagger interrupts at the same time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna drop Feast while we're not close to killing it. Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't seem to be a timer for that missile either.
No.
It's kind of... Yeah.
Targeted.
Heal grounder.
Gur gets skull, Sham get non-skull.
Alright, stick with me. Stick with me.
Sham non-skull.
Ranger on the left.
Gonna trigger it soon.
49, 50 energy.
Is an ice shield bird going up?
I think I interrupted it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay.
Picking it up.
Well, use the gateway if you can. Oh.
Is Crusader
Oh
up?
man, he's gonna hurt. Where's the other side of the gateway? Just, oh, it's right under him.
33 energy.
Almost there. I think you can just trigger it, Gur.
40.
Triggering.
Get a 1 stack. Res the Sassy Seal, so he can keep doing his job.
Targeted.
Remember to stick with me.
That does so much fucking damage.
The rocket? Yeah. The rocket hits just as hard as the roar, and that hits twice as hard as Contagion did back in older.
Quick moving ability, you can see it coming.
It does a loop though, which it's hard to figure out where it's gonna land.
Innovation engineering.
Oh, and there might be
you can kind of tell the general area it's gonna go. Just move out of that area.
Let me see if I can create a good weaker that says when to move. What's it called?
Megatonic Seeker Missile.
There's no casts.
No,
Oh,
that
it
is the
isn't
right
casted.
one.
It's called Megatonic Seeker Missile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see any casts in the logs.
Oh, no, it's from ads. It's from Flying
It's just a
Ape
target.
Wranglers. So I doubt you'll be able to see it, because I don't
No
think you can even
combat log.
target.
Fuck. Well, that's annoying. There's no timer for it.
You used to be able to, but they took it off. So I think PTR showed who it was on.
Oh, that's fun.
It comes from a thing called a Flying Ape Wrangler.
Yeah. They're not listed in the logs as
Can you see them anywhere, or is it just from the missiles come from
I
nowhere?
think it's the things flying in the air.
Yeah, it's the boys that are flying over.
Then can you see the missile maybe if you're looking up? I don't know. I'm just thinking.
If you're looking up, you're not looking at anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a way to know, right? I mean, unless there isn't, and we just have to be spread really well.
I mean, it hits for like 60k, and then you get fire that takes for
47k.
So that's survivable, but if you get hit by roar right before that, then we're pretty fucked. Which is usually what's going on. Is it always roar than missile? I don't even know.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah, it should be okay to tell you. That's just okay. I mean, when I get thrown, I'll wait a bit after the stun, because if I run out too fast and the person's waiting, we can get separated. It's really awkward to work with.
Well, Is like, there let's any say you get. particular time you want commanding Chow?
I think it might be every third missile overlaps with Aurora Sean.
Were we only supposed to get one stock there or more?
Yes.
Of the one stack of that tantrum?
Yes.
Okay, because then I'm not gonna use Salve on it because it's always.
I don't know if that'll happen every time, but
Yeah.
I couldn't
Is
really hold it anymore.
Strenko lagging out or am I lagging out?
It's him.
Okay.
I might just solve the first one then if you want to save series.
If I hold it to 50, I'm gonna get that overlap of roar missile plus that.
You can trigger
And if I die,
earlier. I think it's fine if you triggered earlier.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
I did it there was, I like that.
Yeah, that was fine. I was just telling him that I don't want to waste my CD if he's only gonna get one stack, so I'll just use it somewhere else.
Actually, and before we pull again, let me just see what the timings were in Tantrum cast that pull.
Yeah, totally. I'll call for life grip if I need it. But it's kind of awkward unless we like organize with the other person, because I could be leaving them out there.
Yeah,
like,
that would only be.
It's just like if they like blink or whatever back immediately.
So that time we got a tantrum at 1 minute and a tantrum at about 150.
The missile cast seemed to be fixed. BTW.
Huh?
What do you mean fixed?
Not tantrum, I'm sorry, missile. I don't know why the hell I said tantrum. I was
You
thinking
said missile.
Did I?
What do you mean it's fixed?
It's fixed, like, it happens at the same time every time. All the missiles. I've been ramping up for the roar and the impact and the missile. Because it's just always at the same spot, even though it's not on the timer. I'm playing off of the roar's timer.
Looks like it's
Yeah, we'll get used to some of that stuff.
15, 39, 110, 38, 211. Why the fuck are there not timers for this?
That's what I've been saying all fucking. I can't ramp.
We just have somebody like track it, right? Like manually, like just when a missile comes down, take note of the time and like.
Yeah, let me
Get I want you to manually count out loud.
Figured out my kitchen timer.
I mean, like, well, what? Isn't that like? I mean,
Just make a record that repeats every 11 seconds as a progress bar, and there's your timer.
I mean, there you go. Yeah.
Alright, let's try again. Is there anything you can do to survive that roar missile overlap better?
5,
Maybe
4,
you just need to be ready to help
3,
stun that.
2,
Pray.
1.
And do we know? Does it happen at the same time?
Seemed like it. I was looking at the log.
Okay.
Move
Like there's a missile coming soon, like right now. I'm gonna halo it, and then there's gonna be another missile with combo.
Antagonize.
Gurgit next on skull.
Max, you need to move with that. Away from people. Not...
Sniped it and I used mana run. Glad we called it out.
Need range on our left.
Don't have range.
Die if he's staying.
Just die.
I got this.
What? He threw me anyway.
Oh. Well, fuck.
He didn't do that last time.
That was really weird. He smashed me, and I hit feather, but I couldn't make it out in time.
I think, does he cast two Bestial Thread twice?
No. Well,
No.
it must have been based on the exact timing of when we triggered Tantrum, because one time when he picked me up and I was 100% picked up, he put me down again, and then that time he threw me. It might be like if the whole cast of it ends, the timer, then he puts you down, but then if it's like it's still within the timer of the whole bestial throw animation, it throws you at the end. So you have to like wait a bit to put it in. so that it
There are
cancels
2
out the throw
bestial throw
part.
casts. I thought. There are 3 IDs for it for some reason.
For the
I think you have to interrupt the first one. It's the second one you get thrown anyway.
oh yeah, there's probably one for him picking you up and one for throwing you or something like that.
You talking about timer?
I would almost say the second one because the first one's just him picking me up. Or I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I felt like last time we did it a bit later and he didn't throw me, and that time we did it earlier and it did throw me.
Did the interrupt happen when you were in his hand both times?
Yes.
The missiles are every 30 seconds. Just looking at the logs, the missiles come out every single 30 seconds. Maybe that's like a sign that we should spread during.
That's like really bad because if that happens, we get tantrum and the immediate throw after. Yeah.
Sorry, one sec.
How much energy was he at when we put it in there?
It was like
exactly at the
60.
60. I mean, earlier is fine because you can cancel out the combo before bestial throw, and it stops it as well. That's something else we could do.
Does when he picks you up, does that count as a root?
A what?
A root. Like
I can't use abilities during it. I can't use any defensives during it, so it's not like when you're in
So,
Rajon's mouth.
my question is, can you be moved?
Leap of faith.
I would
Probably
assume
not.
not. I would bet not.
I think it's like the thing from Chromog's Fist, like, or not.
Okay.
Like the Korok dude in Hellfire. You know what I'm talking?
It's like, I don't know what I would call it, because it's
Can't
not
be
a
grabbed
stun.
in a fist.
That makes sense,
Can't
Calcitrate.
do anything.
Programmed as vehicle.
Oh, it's a vehicle. That's why I can't use abilities, I guess, yeah.
Alright,
Makes sense.
let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How are you seeing where the missile's going? I was watching for it.
Add.
Came from the right.
Inching closer to the ad.
Oh shit,
There's a lot.
On max.
get with me. We're going.
Sure, still.
Range left.
There's gonna be no reset this fight.
I have to wait till after this throw.
Jason, take with me. Good.
I need a buddy.
56.
Triggering it.
Was that a missile during it?
No, we're just low from the throw.
Do you want to
I
roll
think
the?
we have to get it basically as soon as I pick it up I have to be able to trigger it at, like at 50. Let's swipe real quick. So I mean the range on the active isn't very long, so we might have to move the boss closer to the ad.
Really?
Or someone else should do it, that's not me.
Yeah.
Because I have
Well,
I have
what's
to
the-
wait until it's 50 anyway. But
What's the range on the lightning detonation again? 50. Oh, it's only 15 yards. Yeah. He can be fairly close, actually.
It's half of taunt. Oh wait, what's the range on the lightning orb click?
I don't remember. It's something like 30 yards. So it's closer than most of my spells.
He can be in 30 yards DAds, so.
So middle of the room.
Well,
Yeah.
middle's not the best. 'Cause throw. I mean, I guess it's fine.
I mean, it's just for the purpose of triggering the tantrum and then you move him back.
Yeah.
Ideally to cancel the throw.
These like respective corners there, right? Like if it was in the same place as last time, we'd bring him to like closest to where he is right now.
I mean, alternatively, I could just not wait until 50 energy. I could just trigger it. Then Garrett can trigger his when
A lot of the logs
Shattered falls off.
I'm looking at, the first cast is between 50 to 100, 50 seconds to a minute into the fight is the first discharge.
We got it at that time at some point in our polls. And I
Well,
think that was when we canceled the pro.
Yeah.
So 50 is earlier than we usually do then.
Well, that would also save Gur a lot of trouble. It wouldn't cause him to have to be Sam for long. As
It looks like the first one is 50 seconds to a minute, and then it's like a minute between. Like each cast, like discharge 1 minute is at 50, discharge 2 is at like a minute 50, 250, 350, 450, etc., etc.
Yeah. And we just need to make sure we're healed up after the throw and stuff.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure it just doesn't overlap with anything. Is the main
Alright,
thing, I think.
I'll be able to cancel the combo. He just might not be at 50 energy then. And Skull has to die fast, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, it needs to be fairly fast.
Alright, let's go.
I think these 3 marks are working better.
Yeah, it seems more well balanced.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Add.
Oh fuck, they're far apart. We're killing the far one.
Gurskill.
Come near me. Okay. Stick with me to the boss, Alright, we're off, we're good.
Two.
60 energy.
I'm out of range. I can't.
70 energy.
I mean, he was doing the throw. I was just out of range.
Should we have killed the closer on that situation?
Should not let the closer one get 2 casts off.
I guess we can still kill the further one and I'm just gonna keep it closer to the closer until it's time to kill the closer one.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know.
I
how
mean, it
many
just has to be
people
like a little bit closer.
I don't know how many people are actually focusing Skull, because when Skull was at 50, Unmarked was at 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do what Stranko does. Do your kick, and then when your kick's on cooldown, hit the ones you're supposed
Won't
to be
make
killing.
up the 30% difference that there shouldn't have been.
I mean, everyone should be hitting one that's skull unless you're about to interrupt the one you're supposed to interrupt if you're doing left. But there should be a lot more damage on skull. And skull is always the one on the right. Every single time. just so there's no confusion. Like you don't have to wait for the marker because it's always gonna be on the right anyway. Maybe that's the reason they had mages pick it up, is fucking being able to blink or something. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
I mean, a lot of the logs I'm looking at, it hasn't been Shadow Priest, it's been Mage,
We can
Rogue,
switch
DK, or DH.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, if you want to do it, Gur.
Do I just pick it up and zap him instantly?
Pretty much. We can go for the 50-second marker. It'll pretty much be instant. Yeah, try to interrupt his bestial combo.
Yeah, you can wait.
They'll either be doing bestial smash or rending bite.
Or rending bite?
Yeah, rending bite
so
and
I
bestial
wait
smash.
for
are the
those
combos.
casts and then do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Well, that's for the first round anyway. I'm not sure about later, but
Later, we should just probably do it based off energy.
Figure
right?
it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm taking Skull.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'll just do non-skull. That's safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's
I'm gonna inch it away after the throw.
Stick with me until we're all
Good,
good.
so-
Okay, we're good. Coming back long.
$43 now.
You can do it.
I was casting.
Might be a second one at the end of it, yeah. That's actually perfect.
That's very good.
We have to throw it at 44 energy for that to happen.
Sham needs heals. Should I just figure as soon as Shatter falls off?
Yeah, that'll be
That's what I did.
Or like 150 maybe?
Could it not be the same
Go for
person that does
150,
both?
Tom. Go for 150.
150, okay, that's in 10 seconds.
No. We just skipped the roar.
Oh, neat.
Oh no.
We got a combo.
Throw.
I don't have any personals.
Resin.
We don't have a
We
res.
have a res.
We can use it on Sacred.
You want me to reset?
No reset.
Yeah.
Maybe we wait for that orb. That combo
Yeah,
is
res.
pretty quick after it, right?
Wait for the orb?
The combo, I mean. The combo. I mean, wait on, using the orb on him
At
there.
some point you're just gonna keep waiting then. He held it for 15 seconds longer than he wanted to.
Well, we skipped a roar and got a combo.
Okay. I mean, I just wasn't sure. How long did heal it on for?
I think like
Could the
Roar
same
and
person
combo do
both
about the
orbs?
same amount of damage.
Yeah, that was 219.
Yeah, like you could run, do one, and then run over and pick up the other one.
Yeah. I could if you want.
I think.
For doing that, do you want me to do both of them then? So I can just pick it up and spell a rush and I'll instantly be in range.
Same thing as pick it up
Yeah,
and
same
blink.
blink,
Maybe I probably shouldn't do it.
Do both, it's fine. Do
Yeah,
damage,
yeah.
Bird. Get your tunnel on.
Let's have Bird do the first one just because he's on that one anyway. And you can just pick it up and do it. And Gur, you do the second one, and then if you're out of defensives, we can sub in someone. Like, you have time to pick it up from the ground, usually. So.
I'll aim for like 50 seconds. 53 seconds.
Do you have a timer up, Bird?
Hmm?
Do you have a timer going?
Yeah, I have a fight timer going.
Why don't we switch then?
Okay.
I don't have a timer going. You do the second one.
Doc, are you ready?
I'm ready now. We're talking about healers, CD. We're popping that second tantrum so early that the second hit doesn't happen, so it might be better to pop Tranquility on the toss and the missile that chunks us going into it. So we're super healthy for the tantrum itself. There's no risk of the orb guy dying. Because it goes,
I was holding an ad to Hellstone and Hellpot. We got really low.
it goes toss, and then we pop the tantrum a little bit afterwards, and we got topped off. And then immediately afterwards, we got a missile, a toss, and a roar. Maybe not. Maybe we do keep the trank where it's at.
Let's do another poll. Because we still need to figure out how everything is
How to
timed.
do the fight.
Wasn't that the only poll where they were split? Or am I wrong?
5,
There's been a couple.
4, 3, 2,
There's a
1.
couple of pulls in a row.
Anything back there?
Ads.
Ad.
Go slow.
Alright. Once they're moving, move for me.
So Garrett picks up that one you have. You can figure it out.
You want me to wait for the combo? It's in one.
No, 60, go.
1 second.
Cast go off.
You get 2 go off.
That one's always been 2, even if I was instant.
I think you mean ads cast?
The ad cast went off.
Let's move Actium further away.
Immediately.
That would be the Vengeance Reserve spot. Something else is gonna happen after. It should trickle out.
Left.
I'm moving.
We're about 10 seconds away from
50 energy.
can be another double.
Now?
Oh, we got a roar as well.
Yeah, try to do it for that roar.
How tight is that for the skip that you're trying to do? I think Sean's running like a timer that shows him the boss time exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a encounter time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bird knows what the time is, so he can just tell you the timestamp and you can call it up then.
Yeah, I think you just have
For
to
the
like click it at
guaranteed step.
148 and.
Yeah, I was too slow. I forgot there was a cast time on discharge.
Ah, okay. So we would have been okay if that didn't happen.
We would have skipped that roar,
If
but it
we
would have been a
had-
combo right there.
Oh, you mean after?
After the tantrum, there would have been a combo.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's better than immediate or immediate tantrum, obviously.
I mean, maybe we do. Maybe we do stick heal. That's what some people are doing as well.
Do what?
I don't know how high the damage requirement is.
His combo with the toss and the roar and the missile seems to be just as damaging as the tantrum.
Wait, what did you say, Sean?
I'm just considering 6 healing because that's what some people do.
We're still sorting out our healing CD, because we do have two very powerful 2-minute CDs. We got Trank and we have Avenging Crusader. And we have My Barrier and we have Devo. We're putting Devo in a spot that we were using earlier, just in case. It might not be required anymore. We could move it to a different spot. We are holding Trank for a while. We're holding Avenging Crusader for a while. The way that I think this would work is we could pop Avenging Crusader on the second row that goes out, and that might carry over into the second tantrum just a little bit, not quite.
Yeah, it
and
should be
we
like
could
3
have
seconds.
we could have Trank happen on second tantrum, and the hot should spill out into the next missile and the next toss and the next roar, probably. We're using him on the first tantrum. We don't have an assigned spot for revival yet.
Also, what's going on with the interrupts? So that time, Bird kicked the one on the right first, as you're supposed to. Acteon kicked the one on the left, and then it was Stranko and Airdrie, and then no one got the one after that. The first one's supposed to be Stranko, the second one's supposed to be Airdrie. After that's ranged.
I got mine.
My bad. I
Melee
thought
range
Range
with
was
an
supposed to
Acteon
get
on
the
there.
first one.
We changed that. I mean, can either of you, Stranko or Airdrie, just call out when no one's on the next one?
Okay.
And just say ranged on unmarked, or we can even mark it, but I don't, or ranged on the left one or whatever.
As soon as I do my kick on the non-skull, I attack the skull. And then when I have my kick is coming up again, I just swap back to kick again.
Just call out when he kicks. Just say need ranged on left. And Cham or Acteon or someone will get it. I think we're killing the 5th one within 5 casts anyway, right? Like it's all Bird, Parker, Bird, Park,
Usually it's
dead.
dead. No, usually it's dead before Park gets his.
It's usually, yeah, dead at 4.
And I think the other one dies after the 5th cast anyway. So really it just needs to be Stranko, Airdrie, and then it can be either Cham or Acteon, or Max,
Any range.
or me or Tilia. And then
Any range bunker.
Stranko, Airdrie. Alright. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll pull it all the way back this slow. I think it might affect the spawn room.
That time I saw the missile going. That was a stupid ass animation. That's...
Targeted.
Throw away from other people.
Range is on left.
Act has it.
Okay, moving now.
Yeah, let's go.
Kick left, kick left.
I came out, but I didn't realize it worked.
I didn't know if you meant that one or the next, so I just kind of called.
Next gonna throw.
No.
Interrupted it.
Alright, everyone's alive, good. Nope.
Oh.
Too soon.
This is gonna be Avenging Crusader. Hold it. Hold it
Next
now.
to it.
die to slime. There's no ball.
I'm gonna try to pull with Twist of Fate. Our health's ping pong so hard, I think it'd be great.
I think the fourth kick on the non-skull needs to be a range if they're not, like, if it's off in Africa. Because I got feared when I was gonna kick it.
So do we want
I
to
wasn't
do
watching
like
the timer.
Actian and me?
Isn't the fourth kick Stranko's?
Well, yeah, it would be me again, but the roar lined up with it, and I got feared. That's why I called for a kick on the left.
Yeah, Arid is right. The boss has to be like on skull pretty much, or like we're on skull and he's like literally right in front of us. If he's like too much in like here-ish, like Ravonka's, I think they spawn separate. At least that's what I observed from the last 2 polls.
3 polls now.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess
Sorry,
they did
sorry, it's because the boss isn't
Yep.
close enough to the edge.
Yeah.
It's because he's tanking him right there. So the ads are spawning on like the weirdest pillar spawns. If they spawn like that, it fucks so much shit up. The orb is so far. I had to like 8, then double blink to get to
No
the
one
boss.
can cleave it. I mean, having everyone able to cleave it would be a big deal.
Means interrupts aren't answer like this because nobody gets feared. Means they die faster.
Yeah, and it's definitely, you don't want to put it into, you don't want to cause the tantrum too early into Bestial Throw. Like that was another one where it was like more later into it, like he had already picked me up and he was kind of like, yeah. I think if you do it too early, he still has his cast like going, basically.
Alright, let's do it again.
Doc, we'll try this ball without it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Use more people in there and I'll just move there.
Add.
Someone
Ads.
The knock down there. Here goes that second one.
Garrison.
I can get this one.
Stick for 3, Sassy.
Range on the left. I got.
I need it.
Res, Sacred.
Can you hear me, Ellie?
I'm dead. I'm just reload. I'll call for me to throw it if someone pick it up.
I got it. Never mind.
It disappeared?
There's a throw coming.
Yeah.
Have to wait for the throw. Hellstone up.
No reset.
Put it right in the raid.
Johnny reset.
I used my transcendence already.
I think that roar happens every time after first combo.
Next time, just dying in this one.
Are these throws going out as far as possible?
That one sure didn't. That was walk a little bit out of the stack group.
Add.
Yeah. Haul
And then
ass.
it blasts the raid.
You haul ass with that. Wait from everyone. It's fallout damage.
Oh, I have Soulstone, yeah. You're right. Sorry. I tapped out to look at the log.
What is
After,
It's weird. The fire did pretty much as much damage as the missile, that pull.
Oh, I think like sometimes people just sit there for a second in it. At least that's what I've noticed.
That fire does massive damage.
Yeah, there's like no reason for you to sit in it.
You can dodge the missile too. It like
If you're
floats
really
in
paying
front of you.
attention, yeah.
Yeah, it
Just
like
watch it go
spirals
there.
around it where it's gonna land. So if you see it spiraling near you, you just gotta kind of try to dodge.
Or at least just get attacked by the missile and don't take a tick of fire.
I was like a weak guard. I just says move out if you're targeted by either the throw or the seeker missile. Although I don't know how well the seeker missile thing will work. I haven't had it appear for me, but could be worth a try.
Sean, where do you want VEs?
VE, I don't know, just when people are taking damage. Just
I
try
mean,
to use it often during the boss.
Yeah, I assume you want where we would want to layer them after like a tantrum or something, or right before one.
Like VE is not really good enough on its own to be a heal cooldown. I would say just like use it if you're about to do a lot of single target damage and there's stuff to heal. I would say
was
just hit
that
it.
Talia asking about?
Yeah.
You just pop Vampiric whenever you're going into the Void, because it does shit all for healing without the 5 Void Form stuff.
Oh yeah. The idea is like, is there any particular place where people are low enough where it's relevant? Not necessarily.
I
think it's
right now.
I think it's more like it's relevant all the time.
Yeah, right now it'd be like whenever Aurora's coming up after stuff and we're still low, but you don't know when it's coming because the timer's off sometimes.
You'll be
I
able to
would
use it 3 times, so just try to.
I try to pop it right after the first tantrum to top us off, or like.
Okay.
It's not gonna top us off.
You're not to top us off. I don't know what I'm saying, but in the last poll, we lost Bird to the second Ferocious Roar after the first tantrum.
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me a good idea of where to use it. Yeah, thank you.
Bird, have you died with a? Oh wait, hold on. Bird died before picking up the orb. That's right.
Yeah, I died before I picked it up.
It's just like a super dangerous moment. Well, alright.
This seems not super relevant.
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
These bongs.
He's back.
Add.
Alright.
Stay with me.
There's hope. Mark just went off.
think we need to relook at what we're doing for interrupt assignments for the left side, because the right side's getting kicked every time.
Okay, my head got interrupted.
We gotta throw. We're about to get shit
Yeah,
done.
stand by the ad when it dies. Knocks you back.
Okay, moving.
Rescue. Got about 20 more seconds until tantrum.
I don't have salt for this.
I have Devo left.
And really.
We need someone to fill Park's left spot on ads. We can do range, I suppose. I can get second.
He's almost done.
Ads.
Add.
Got off. Got this one.
Still.
Acting is next on left.
Don't have it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Next one still.
Don't have this one.
It's on the left.
So
Yeah, we have a lot of people dead. Can we reset?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
We're all actually at that point.
Maybe we
Yeah,
could use stick
I didn't know
fear.
we got knocked back, otherwise we would have been fine.
I hadn't popped my mana pot yet, but at that point of the fight, what CDs are still up?
I only used revival because Ellie died during her.
Yeah, there's a combo that happened where the Devo was really good. That was second tantrum, right?
I'll play disc, see how it goes.
I'm supposed to sell the second tantrum there, but I had to use it earlier because my him got interrupted.
Yeah, there's a thing that happens on second tantrum where he roars immediately afterwards. I think Devo in that spot is really. He was able to Devo both the tantrum plus the roar. And if it wasn't there, we would have died. Salve would have kept us topped up, but I think it'd still be worth it there.
Also had Crusader going at that point too.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to hit with the timing. If you delayed it enough on the bestial toss, you'd trickle into the tantrum a little bit. How long did you have? Was it enough to get a judgment in?
About 2.5 seconds, maybe.
Just the judgment, probably.
Yeah, it's enough to get a judgment and maybe one Crusader.
Yeah.
Six heals is viable for this boss, right? That just means it takes even longer for ads to die. We really need to figure out this interrupt situation.
I haven't been using barrier yet.
Who's doing right?
Right is Bird Park U.
And who's doing left?
Strenko, Airdrea, and then some
Acteon Gem.
Right, Acteon, yes.
I mean, that's what the note says.
How many interrupts before it's dead, Bird? Right? 4? Is he gone? I think it's 4 on right. I don't know how to fix that problem. Press the button when you're supposed to. You could move Park to their side, and he could be the vocal caller.
Can you do that part?
And we could get
So I'm on left now?
whoever.
Or
Can you be the person who gets there first?
for left side, right?
Yep.
Or
yeah,
I can.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, the ideal spot for a bear would be during a tantrum, right?
Tantrum
Realistically.
or roar, or throw, where it mitigates a lot of stuff. Like maybe
there-
that plus a roar, or maybe that right after a tantrum. You could do it on like tantrum 2, and you would hit the tantrum plus a roar plus whatever tank damage you're having
Yeah,
a
as
little
long
bit
as it's not,
afterwards.
as long as it's like not near
I
the
put in
a missile cast.
Yeah. It's weird because of the missile cast. Like, there's no timer for that. So if we were to stack up for a barrier and we don't 100% know there's no missile coming, we might eat a missile and just take more damage than we would have
Yeah.
just not being in the.
I mean, it's not actually terrible for the tanks and the melee in there that are close to ground
So
barrier.
I'm not confident in picking a spot for the barrier right now. I would have to look at these logs.
Yeah, it just depends if there's no good use for it. We just use it as a tank CD, pretty much.
It does look like, with the timing of the second tantrum, that could be a barrier spot. We could stack up, have it cast, and there would be no missile until 10 seconds later. Plenty of time to spread back out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that too.
We'll have Sean's barrier too, right?
Yeah, we'd have Sean's barrier.
I'm about to use Luminous Barrier.
How does barrier stack? Is it like darkness or what?
It's about the size of darkness.
It's weird because I used to think Devo Aura didn't stack like the active, but it does. When you barrier, you get a buff, and if you do 2 barriers, you do not see 2 buffs. And Warcraft logs does not make it seem like there's 2 DRs when you look at the damage reduction. Or weapon odds, sorry.
I'm not using Powered Barrier anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Luminous. Did the break already end? Oh no, it hasn't.
So from what I saw, Sean, if you're trying to do double radiance on the first tantrum, you can fit in 2 radiant-ish. 50 seconds until the first. But the first thing that's worth radiancing is like the first missile and then the first roar. But there's not enough time between that to really get it back. I guess there is if you delay it by a tiny tad. I've been going Evang on first roar, first toss, first or second missile, and then Rapture on first tantrum. And I just do single radiances up to the second tantrum, and I try to double radiance at some point.
I think I'm gonna Rapture the Orb Picker Upper people.
Just bounce back and forth like a super single target heal.
Yeah, like the thing I like to do.
I do that sometimes. I did that on Fetid.
Yeah, with how hard this boss melees, it's
I'm
memories.
I'm playing Twist of Fate, and I think it feels good. I had 53% uptime on the last pull, and the pull before it was like 60%. And it all feels relevant. It always procs when big damage happens, toss or roar or tantrum.
Are there any questions about the new interrupt order? It's in the ERT.
I'm also running Shadow Covenant because it feels very like Mithrax, where I always have a reason to cast it when Radiance is down or whatever.
Doc, also, are you helping damage the Skull Ad?
I swap, like I multi-dot, or I try to. I try to swap as well, but sometimes I stay on Grong and I tunnel.
Yeah.
It'll be more important now that we got the DPS.
A friend is requesting to join the group. Yalla? Sorry,
Oh.
I'm declining.
Yeah, decline. That must have been a misclick.
Oh, we have to summon Park. So Bird, Arrow, Gur, that's the rotation for the Skull Ad. Park, Stranko, Acton, that's the rotation for the unmarked ad. And call out if it gets back around to the 6th interrupt, and then you can have Cham back to Tiliad. I guess that's it.
Yeah, with how much damage is going on in this fight, I think everybody should be using a Hellstone like almost every pull, pretty much.
Can we get another one?
Yeah, protocol sends you into. Just reminding people to use them.
I don't know what it's gonna look like when we have 6 healers. But
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I feel like it's overkill, but with 5 healers we were running out of mana, so I don't.
It's healer DPS time.
Also, maybe it's better if I just play Holy and then we have another Holy Word Salvation. That might be good.
Holy would make it so you don't have to learn as much, because you're jumping in on wipe 14, no experience on how it feels to heal. You're starting from pull 1.
I'll just do it then. Where should I use Salve then?
Not sure. I think Ellie is using Salve on Tantrum too, and I do not think there's any way in hell you're fitting into Salve.
There's not. This fight's 5 minutes long. There's no way.
Yeah. So you just hold it for some scary overlap, but we haven't gone deep enough. There's a spot where I ramp, and I'm gonna try to hit it a second time. It's looking like throw number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same overlap as throw number 1, where we kind of dip really low from missile, throw, and roar. You could try salving that spot if we're gonna be using a tantrum soon, and I think we do, because we're doing it like a minute apart. We would have to be topped up going in.
Where is this one at?
In our last wipe, it is roar number 4, throw number 5, it would be tantrum number 3, and missile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The same exact overlap. I'll take a screenshot.
Okay, so it's around Tantrum 3, or between the second and third.
Yeah, around Tantrum 3, toss, blah blah, whatever the hell I said.
I mean, I'll just
I
use
put
it
the screenshot
reactively.
in Discord.
If I
so
see
you
people
can
low,
see
I'll
it.
just use it.
Okay.
Just make sure you're not about to get misled, because you'll
I'm
probably
going
stand there casting.
I'm gonna try to remember to ramp for that, but it's really hard for me. I haven't seen deep into that fight as many times as the rest. About how long is this fight supposed to go?
5.5, 6 minutes.
It'll probably be at least 6 minutes with the 6 heal group.
I haven't picked out a barrier spot yet, but the first spot that I do see would be Tantrum 2.
Maybe
But
just
that would
throw it
also be a
somewhere.
really good Devo spot.
Even if you can't hit everyone, just like throw it out. You're not gonna get good value.
I think we Devo Tantrum 2. Or we trust in Salve and Devo something else.
Alright, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ads are up. Dude, healers can totally help DPS.
30 iron
this.
bar grounded.
Crystal.
Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Resmax. Alvarez, either Max Atilia. Try to move away from the person with the throw as well, if you can.
throwing.
Targeted.
Dirty skin block.
This is self.
That's a stealth spot, yeah.
Add.
That's
Moving out.
we don't have res for 2 minutes, but as soon as it's up, just insta-res Tilia.
First.
Or
60 energy.
Let me just press it when I get the orb.
Yep. We're gonna get a 3, potentially we get
75.
personals. And do we have Devo?
We have Salve, and we have Revival. Revivalist!
I did.
But, yeah, you would have had to hit the precast Salve into the Revival.
I think there's the issue with 6 killing right there.
Alright, you just have to hold the second orb longer.
Can we pick it up later?
You can hold it for a minute.
But can you pick it later?
I don't know how long it takes until it despawns.
I think after war you could probably run back over, grab it, and then run back while you're in between fears. Maybe Bird. I think you might have like, I don't know how long you have, to be honest.
I'll try 20 seconds then. I'll go back at like a minute 10. Pick it up.
And I think that means we're gonna get a throw before we want to trigger yours.
If we want to avoid the 75 energy on the third orb, we need to throw the second orb at 45-50.
Yeah, so that'll be after one of his throws.
I was wrong, by the way. There is 100% a timer for the grab. It's the bestial combo. It always happens at the end of it. I'm dumb.
Yeah, but sometimes we interrupt the combo.
Yeah.
Can I get a res, please? Wait, did we release right here?
No.
You just didn't get the res, I guess.
I think I was still in Guardian Spirit.
On Tantrum 2, was that Luminous Barrier?
He's holy.
Oh, you're holy!
I'm holy.
When did you him? Tantrum 2?
I kind of hemmed somewhere where we were kind of chunked because I didn't know where to use
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I didn't even.
It wasn't a very good one.
You could probably just hold this off there, then, I guess. For Ellie, I mean.
And I can hem Tantrum 2? Is that what you're suggesting?
Sure. Tantrum 2 is a weird spot because there's time between the toss going in to top people up, and then immediately after Tantrum 2, there's a roar.
But we're gonna be doing Tantrum 2 at a different time this time.
Oh, okay. That changes stuff.
It'll be a little bit later.
How much later, do you think?
Probably like at least 10 to 15 seconds.
Enough to get 2 hits in? I think it's been 1 hit so far.
It'll probably be a double hit, yeah.
We're gonna get bestial throw then before
Yeah,
that
I'll
happens. So we
I'll
can
hand that
actually-
throw, and then you can still sell Tantrum 2.
You said 15 seconds later?
Ish.
I'm putting a screenshot in. This is what the overlap would look like. The tantrum there is where it is right now. If you moved it forward, it'd be somewhere else. You get the roar first, and then a toss at some point later, and then a missile immediately after the toss.
My friend from another guild says if there's a really bad throw that you guys are having problems with, just bop the tank, and it cancels the throw and it puts it on.
What does it do? It
It cancels the throw. Like you just won't throw and cancel the radioactive damage.
Like if you get picked up, you bop him and he drops you, and it goes on cool.
Oh.
Does it always pick the tank that's currently
Yes.
aggroed?
With aggro, yes. So we'll always know who it's on.
So
but
just
that's
call if
more
you
of a
think you need a
thing-
bop.
I mean, it's not really a thing that it's up to me to either me or Vaughn to decide. Really, it's more of like the raid-wide damage is the problem, not the damage. In the
Yeah.
tank, really.
Yeah, we have to figure out where we want to use that because we only get one. And we don't know yet, really.
I think it's just if I guess I'll call for it if I just see people in the raid like lowish when a third is about to happen.
All right, let's go. I think healers can definitely
5,
help damaging
4,
the Azure. Appears
3,
where there's nothing to
2,
heal at all.
1.
For sure. Should do missile in a second.
Bad.
Ads.
Carousel.
Okay, wait.
Pax moved me.
Four people. You're right about. 45, the absolute earliest.
There's some pretty shitty fire placement. This is where it is.
Maybe.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
Oh my god, it was on me. Fuck, sorry. Well, no, it wasn't on me. It was Dirty Phonic. Yeah, my bad. Whenever I see the arrow, I think it's me, and I shift left and right, and I don't see the arrow moves. Like, okay, it's not me.
Bigwig said you, but the say things as dirty.
Cool.
Bigwig's alert said it was on you, Doc.
It was on me?
Maybe get like a weak aura that just yells out if you have the target for.
I think I ran it out every time, except for that. If it was
Shit. Can you reloop that?
Here's the link. It's in general chat Discord. Oops.
God.
Oops.
General chat and Discord. It's supposed. It says it does something for Mega Comet Seeker Missile. I don't think it does. I haven't seen it once for that. But yeah, it definitely works for Bestial Throw. Can confirm. Oh my god. Why, Doc?
That's a ban.
Incoming piece of shit.
It's like we could not reset on polls.
No, it does.
Oh, I'm saying that you don't have it. Oh, it's on cooldown. Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it would be good if when there's a throw going out, players who are not targeted by it to try to also move away from where that person is running.
Toward the boss.
Yeah, toward the boss or just away. Just reduce your damage and then correct your positioning after that.
Somebody left. Next left.
Act has it, act has it. Never mind, I got next one.
Like this.
Next, move forward. This one's back on left.
Park has
Sorry,
the
bud.
next one on left.
block. It's a throw. Careful. Is that on bird?
Yep.
Oh my god. Unlucky.
That's another.
Oh, we overlap cooldowns like crazy there. Shit. I was supposed to see that.
We're getting a throw soon. 30 iron backgrounder.
That's
Active next on left.
It's on park. Move out.
self This is 71 energy, we're gonna get a triple.
How dare you?
I can't recycle
You have
around.
anything else of survival?
Yeah, triple. I mean, it's survivable, but everyone needs their personals, health sins, etc.
Only Johnny can reset, I think. No,
No,
nobody
I
can.
don't have.
Let's keep going and see more of the fight.
Bop one. Super work. Just want to see it.
Did the pop happen?
The Sacred was dead.
Oh, he was dead. Sorry, that's my bad. Oh, I just wanted to test that before we went.
Did you
Yeah,
bop
we can-
Grounder or did you bop Long?
He's dead.
With the amount of healers we have, we should probably treat this fight like Overdrax and just have a CD as often as possible while making sure strong CDs are on strong overlaps.
I don't think we need Diva and Trank. I mean, I guess you get to cycle them, but maybe we want Diva somewhere else.
Well, I always saw
Yeah.
this like at
We just haven't seen like a deeper spot of the fight to know what's scarier. It looks like the timings are slightly different, pull to pull, depending on when you use the.
I was waiting for a throw there that looked like people were low, but we were pretty topped on most of the throws. There is maybe later Bop will be, so I don't know.
Did we have Adcast go off, or is it just because I'm not DPSing that it's just slow?
We had two. We had one on the first ad and one on the second. First ad and second set. We each had one go off.
Even without, it was only one cast, right? It was one cast 10 or 20 energy.
It's a lot. 1-0.
Cast put him to, because the orb got triggered at 70, like 77. So if he didn't have that, he didn't have the third tantrum on the second cast.
It's still close, really close.
Yeah, I mean, that was me blinking in to catch the orb immediately, then blinking out to immediately cast it on. So I don't think I can do it any faster than that.
I think we just
No, it's not a matter of how fast. It's the boss is just gaining energy from Adcast going off. That's the issue. Like he would have been at 57 energy instead of 77.
67.
Oh, two Adcasts went off, right?
Well,
one was in the
during
first set. One was in the second set.
But it all compounds. Like it
Oh,
all
yeah, it's
relays
true.
together. Like he just
think we
saves. He spends in 25 energy chunks. Like it all is it.
We also just need more ad damage in general.
I agree.
I'll save arcane power for one, even though that might not do much, but
Yeah, I think it'll do a lot. Actually, I want to check one more thing before you pull. Just real quick. Alright. I think it's pretty important that when everyone's topped off, all healers are hitting skull,
5,
except for maybe
4,
Sacred.
3, 2,
Although, like,
1.
Holy Shack Judgment maybe has the opportunity. Looks like we are getting a bit of damage. I don't know if there's any opportunity for more. Uh-oh, res cure. Res cure.
Throw.
Act is next on left.
Are we supposed to use strength on that? Throw more combo?
That was 1 energy too early.
Yeah, that's why we just wasted 2 seconds.
Oh, we were doing interrupting combo.
Yeah, but it has to be like.
Should I be watching energy now?
Yeah, it's kind of both. I think it'll be fine as long as we just get a 2-hit.
Literally hear something different every time I press it.
You're gonna get that 3rd hit.
I mean, it's just that usually we've been getting 2 every time, so it's just like an energy too short.
Can't. Reset.
Alright.
He's so fast.
Long dot. Amazing.
I
Even his
think
arms move faster.
I think if the boss is at 48 and you cast it on him, you should get to 50.
45.
During the tantrum. Is it 45?
It's 45. Well, until 70%, we're getting energy faster.
Bonk, I think you should have let me take the bite. I think you wanted it too early. So we double bite, and then getting thrown is really hard to heal.
How much easier does this boss get with gear? I feel like probably a lot, right? That stamina would do a lot.
Yeah.
Thinking about the heroic?
Thinking about heroic.
Maybe. Like, I know Azra gear gives a shit ton of stamina. But I mean, let's keep going on this for now. Alright, let's go. Like, I want to see more of this fight, just so we have more information
5,
to work off of.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Because we do have a decent amount of deaths that are just like, oh, there's Genrars, which is just like completely avoidable, you know? You really do need communication for when the ads happen. Ads are out.
is next on left.
Can someone on diamond come with me?
What you need?
Fuck.
Village baited.
That's rough.
It's moving slightly. He's getting rage a bit faster.
Mac is next on left.
It's gonna be yourself, Sean.
Got it this time.
45. 50 energy.
Going. I didn't have the orb yet.
Need someone to interrupt that.
That's good.
That's good.
I need healing right there because I take 4 ticks of the orb.
Evan needed healing. Yep, first out of bird.
Still dead by the way. Alright.
The orb's dead. You said it.
Yeah, I think in that spot where you have to delay picking it up because we just got. I don't know what it was, but it was raid wide damage.
I
Was it a throw?
We
Maybe we
got
could
throw and roar. We got throw roar.
Yeah, you probably just delay picking up there.
We can definitely wait until we can pick it back up.
No, I would have been. I would have been absolutely fine. I just dashed back in as he did reverberating strike. So I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
And we took 93k from that, yeah. Or wait, it overkilled to
Yeah,
100. Okay,
90K from it.
We can also move the boss next to the second orb. That way the guy that pick it up and throw it doesn't have to move away from the raid.
Would
Yeah.
Bob make sense there?
Major damage?
I don't think we need Bob because, like Bird said, he just went back into the reverberating and died because of that. But maybe Bob's
Yeah,
probably not like terrible there. I just don't know if
It's
like.
literally. If
probably
I didn't
won't
hit Fell Rush, I was fine.
What were you gonna say, Sean?
Probably won't bop later.
Because Lutz would probably just carry us, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and that's
Hopefully.
probably not a bad boss spot at all.
I
to be
hope
honest.
Lutz would carry us. Do I him the third tantrum? What do we have for that? Do we have Trank? We should have Trank.
We haven't seen many pulls into third tantrum, so I'm not sure what's up with.
If I Trank before Tantrum 1, Trank is up for T3.
Yeah, let's try to aim for that. It's the one that Gur will be casting for the second time.
What was the boss at that pull?
50.
Okay.
Yeah, and at 40 is when we lost. I might not notice while I'm healing, so.
So basically we get 6 orbs total.
But the last two
Yeah.
are usually just
Last two you just you
pick up
like
and throw instantly both of them for the boss damage.
yeah, and then you burn.
Do you want to make sure the debuff's off?
No, you throw them at the same time.
Well,
he
so
ended-
if you throw it before he's at 25 energy, it'll just chunk him for damage, and he won't tantrum. and you just race before he gets to 100 energy. That's the strat I have seen. Those things do a shit ton of damage, so.
5% each.
Wow.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so I'll buddy with you here. Ads are up. Oh my god. Shit.
One by stars and one.
Let's just reset. It's already like casted. I didn't know which one was the skull.
I did not know which one to interrupt.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Just fuck.
What the fuck was that spawn? Holy.
So if that happens again, do we want the one
by
further from the boss?
Yeah,
The
if
boss
that happens again, melee ad gets skull. Unmarked is the far ad.
That works.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And then all of the tanks have to do is make sure to drag him a few yards away before it dies, which I think should be easy to do. Hopefully that won't happen again. Do we have enough damage to do this with 6 healers? I mean, I know groups have done it that way. No? We just don't have enough damage. We can't
If
get
we weren't down a healer, we could use the CDs better.
Is there even a point to learning this with 6 healers in?
Nope.
No.
I would guess that we're supposed to just sit down and figure out where exactly we want healing shot.
I feel like 6 healers is overcompensating us just not doing it right.
Well, I know people have killed it with 6, but
They're also probably like 397 average rate, or 395 average rate.
I stay in land.
So we'll get, by that second tantrum, we'll have gotten, I think, we'll be crossing.
Well, the first ad should just die. Like the ad should just die faster, which gives us a lot more time to prepare for tantrums.
Only catch is that it makes running out harder, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Disconnected.
Fuck, I kicked it first.
I'll take
I'm
this
back.
Left needs one, left needs one.
Barskin Grounder, Barskin Grounder.
Called left needs one before you even cast it, and no one interrupted it. Good. Left.
I'm back. I got it.
Left needs one.
We need one.
I'm throwing. That's 60 already. Because we missed one, right?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I don't have mirror set up, Johnny.
Oh, okay, snagged me.
That was a triple, right?
No, that was a double.
It was, I think it was double, and then a rocket hit us.
I have 3 shatter. Oh no, it's just the dot.
Wait.
You have 3 stacks of the dodge. The debuff, that means it hit you 3 times.
It didn't work. I tested it, it didn't work.
Okay. So wait, but would it have my damage be there or where he was originally going to throw me?
It looked like it dealt full damage based on my. Yeah, it did.
Okay. Then I'm just lucky it was OP there.
I wanted it to be true.
How did that interrupt get missed there? Which one got missed?
Left got missed.
You called it like 5 times.
The second one or the
second one. Strengtho and Park both hit the first one by accident. I called the.
Oh, I didn't
called it
see
before
that
they
he was
did it.
there. It was like 99%. That's why I kicked.
I'll call for it if I can't get it, or else.
I mean, that's fine. If you make a mistake, it's fine. People gotta react then. Bird called it well in advance, multiple times. Nobody pressed their interrupt button.
Yeah, I didn't interrupt the far one just because I didn't think anyone was gonna get there in time.
On that death that we had just a bit ago, we lost Steeds in the tangent, there was a drow that happened, Johnny said. So, I just checked.
I get a risk.
So it seems that there is small fall off damage when the missile hits. If you're moving when it comes down, it'll actually do less damage to you, it seems.
Good to know.
So as soon as like a little yellow light, even if I don't think it's gonna be on me, I like move. Just instinct.
Are you just moving when you see that thing swirling around?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
My game's frozen.
Stop.
Alright, I'm good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can't make it on get a burn.
Actors next on the this is Axe.
Sarcastic.
This is fucked. I couldn't really even hear what was being communicated. Let's reset the boss.
Don't you love resettable bosses?
It's ever that far, you just want me to get the first bird?
I can usually get there. I just hesitated on where the far side was. Is he not like? Are there some poles where Grom doesn't make it to the club?
No. I think there's kind of like a sweet spot. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but
I feel like the ad spawn in relation to him, but I don't know.
Maybe there's like right here.
try to make it so he's a little bit in front of Skull. I think if he's too, if he's too much in the corner, it fucks it up somehow. That's just what I've been observing. I think. Educated guess.
Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is
And Onyx deep rip.
Actors next on left is Axe.
I got this. I got next.
There's one.
Did I just do that?
Did I not just? Oh, we should count that.
Keep going. We need to get first kick on left. Good spot. Give the I guess.
You get second.
Oh, second kick.
Oh, second. Let's try to spread out a little bit more ranged. Second. That's. I've got second on mark.
So yeah, get third on that. Or this is you on skill.
I use mine. Park has next on left.
Johnny, can you reset?
Yeah, we got it. This boss fucking bumps.
Should have gone for Ironbark. I don't know. I just.
Do we only have 4 melee?
Mm-hmm.
Striker's death was just tantrum and then missile hit him. Like, how the fuck do you?
I
Can we
got
do-
knocked back into it when it went off.
Can we then have the warriors
I
on
was just-
the left
I was-
leg, and me and Roger on the right leg, so we don't all get reverberating slammed every time? Because you guys are like some of you are in the middle, and your reverberating slams hits all of the melee. Like we should spread out into 2 groups, kind of like Range is doing.
Let's go do the first few bosses in Heroic. I think we need more 400 Azure gear.
I think I just need to sit down and just really think about the CDs. It's like Vectus.
Probably. I mean, a lot of the guilds that are clearing super early have like all this dust and shit for like their 415 Azure
Yeah,
pieces.
and they've seen these polls on the PTR, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
I
shit.
mean, next week, I think most of us are gonna be able to get 415 pieces, like a random piece, which should help a lot.
How much does it cost? Like 1600?
It's like 17.50.
1725.
Yeah, so I'll have enough next week. I don't know about other people.
So if you do it on 11 this week, you get 670 or something, which should push most people close enough that they could probably do world quests or even run LFR, get some Azurite, disenchant it, and get your 74.
Just do a 15, dude.
Just do a 15.
Just do a
and get,
20,
like,
dude.
I think if you do a 15, you get like 790.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We're busting a 20 this week.
Alright, I definitely gotta do a 15.
Boy.
It's definitely worth it, actually.
You're tanking it, EV.
Yeah, dude. We bust tomorrow. Actually, we're around all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
What about
I mean, I'm
remaining?
just doing 10. I only did 10 today, actually. It's the 10
Nice
today.
though. Unless we bust one right after raid.
I tried to bust one before raid. I don't know what happened though.
You got parked. Right at
That's
the
the-
fucking.
that's the verb now. You got
right at the graveyard, dude.
Alright.
Is it on Heroic?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Now it is. And we can, let's see, we can summon Guru here. We have time to do like 3 bosses maybe. Trash will kind of take a little while.
Chance to third boss is annoying.
Get it in here.
Can you
and
put
start
all the
pulling.
healers in one group since there's 5 of us, please?
Sure.
Oh god, she's back. Shut up, Mom. You work.
Alright, we have healers.
Chinese damage.
circling. We gotta run.
Oh.
Off to a good start, huh?
Gotta interrupt it then if you're gonna Mongo.
Listen, I did the park pull and it didn't work out.
The interrupt button, dude.
Parkour don't
Are you
work.
testing?
You've been parked.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Very
go.
much just
really
like that.
quick.
Oh, it's the roar. Okay.
Minton Park?
You've been parked.
So I'm thinking for tomorrow. I said we would do heroic, but we could just do normal because it's the optional night, and we could do heroic as a guild. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what's better.
Heroic's probably more difficult, so we probably should do it as a guild.
Do what?
Like, we'll have less a chance, like, separately of us hugging heroic, so it's probably better if we do it together.
Sorry, I couldn't really hear you.
He's saying
He's
it's
saying we should
better.
do heroic.
There's 2 dogs in that crowd.
Yeah, it'll give more people time to get Mythic 10 gear so they can trade heroic gear too.
So heroic Thursday then? Is that what we want to do?
I think that's what most students are doing.
Okay, so we'll do normal tomorrow then.
I like the later bosses too. You wanna be guild grouped. I'm not ready to bug heroic back and forth.
I'm ready to blast
Oh.
heroic Jaina and a.
Do you
need that?
Um.
It's an
Yeah,
easy
it's
to
an
help,
upgrade.
dude. And the other teams.
How much do you think they sell for right now? How much it's worth selling?
Wait.
Can you get a belt off the first 3 bosses? Like, is there a plate belt on the first 3 bosses?
Naughty shit. Maybe a shitty one. No.
Last week it was sold for a while. This week you can do it in 10+10.
Yeah, you can get that at 10 now.
I forgot we should use less than that guy, but whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's heroic. Lol.
So are we
Seriously.
doing Mongo strat on first boss?
Hell yeah. We're going, I get a one hand, right?
Got him blind.
There's a good chance.
So we
EB can trade it, Tilly I can
the
trade.
mechanic.
If any healers want to go DPS, that would be fine. For at least the first 2, 3 something bosses.
I just need to get the staff off the JFR match so I can trade every
I
slot.
have aggro. I'm dead. Just fade.
Just greater and Viz, dude.
Sorry.
Let's summon quick.
I'm gonna just go back to playing Warlock. I got grief less.
Jam,
not true.
Sharon, you're ready when you get in.
Does anyone have a
Grief
contrary
way more
law?
Warlock, dude.
You don't need a flask. We're just gonna.
I grief more
go as
because I
soon as
grief
you're in.
myself.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll be ready when I'm summoned in then.
I'm just put. Alright. 5 is the healer group. And we gotta get Cham.
Listen, I'm pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready when I get to something.
Are we stacking them or separating them?
We separate them.
Okay.
There's no reason to stack really.
I don't know if we're ready to just bongo this boss yet on heroic. I mean, maybe we do, but I'd rather just not wipe.
Yep.
True.
I'm not ready for a wipe on
Need
champions.
to click. Need to click.
Summoned him. Somebody
Alright,
pick him.
alright, there we go. Alright, we're going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I hate her voice, by the way.
That's racist.
Turn.
3.
I turned
Two,
off all
one.
vocals when there are bugs of. Oh wow! What?
The angle on the blind is super fucked.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm facing a wall and it still hits me sometimes.
2, 1.
Yo, this is getting everyone. That time it didn't get me though.
Not bad.
Is it like a full 180 degree like, tonal point of
3,
view?
2, 1.
My big oops is emphasizing it by default, so.
I'm sure you can just DPS through this phase. Sure.
We'll just actually
3, 2, 1.
No, just kill the ads. Make it simple.
Yeah, we'll kill the ads. It's fine.
We can
Spawn these dudes?
get better gear.
3, 2,
died, right?
1.
Let's stack for barrier.
Switch.
Oh my god.
I took 20k damage.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we should have just spawned good this boss.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah, I don't think it does enough
3,
damage even if you ignore
2,
it. Doesn't
1.
matter.
Doc pants up in 3 seconds.
On your spawn?
Doc pants up.
Turn. 3, 2, 1.
We're master looting, right?
Ooh. Rogue Warforge.
Nah,
I mean, it's gonna be nice for that gorilla boss, but
That one's decent. It's like I know it's worse than the other game, but it's not bad.
yeah, that's the thing. Is like I have actually used some pretty solid healing trinkets, so I'm kind of like, oh, do I
Yeah, I
want
mean,
it?
there's the Alchemist Stone, which is immediately BIS for healers, so
Yeah.
oof. Oh, and the one from Seth.
Oof.
Boof. Actually replace. Wait, what did you get, Doc?
Is it 60k on each ally?
I
Good.
got this.
5 eye little upgrade.
Oh shit. Yeah. What's your offhand?
My offhand is 385 with leech. I lose
Oh.
one. I lose literally one intellect, but I gain leech.
Yeah, that's 100% worth that. That's pretty
That's so weird. Ugh.
Your mythic
Yo, this RP
Warforged.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
With a
Mythic
socket.
Yeah, it's like the best thing you could get in OV.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
never replaced.
I wish RC notified you if you were keeping your own item.
Someday I'll get a 400 level weapon. I did a shit ton of M10 today. The game never just decided to be had.
I could give you a one-hander if that's what you're looking for, Gur.
What does that mean?
Trying to get a weapon. I assume he wants either a one-hander or two-handed staff. So I could trade him one if I get it.
I want the one Duck got. I want Duck's personal one.
Doc, give me that.
You don't need that, Johnny?
Unique?
I have 400 already. But those are my best, yeah. What else can I just get from?
I have a one-hander in
Can I
my
keep
bank.
you my
but
bracer shot?
offhand. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just interrupt the Cavalier.
Interrupt the defensive cooldown.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking die.
Can we get the barrier on the crowd of people?
Yeah.
So much holy shit all over the place. I assume barrier is somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere. It's gone.
Family town target.
There's a buster on top right there.
You guys ready for the fucking Jade Fire trash?
No.
Isn't that bad?
You can death skip it, I believe.
So we shroud it.
You can skip to opulence. Oh no, you have to kill the trash in front of Jetfire.
I think for yeah, you can skip to opulence by having someone stealth through and do the RP.
Yeah, we kinda want it here.
I guess trash doesn't take much time.
I always forget to leave the trash.
We lost you.
Yeah, lost this.
Charges.
There's another charge coming out.
Oh, red markers.
Oh, it's all still here.
Oh.
Alright, we're
Resetting. Get off your mounts.
alright. This guy better drop the shoulders in Mythic when we
Same.
get enemies.
Oh, people didn't
I
dismount.
wasn't even up the stairs, but
No lust for you.
don't need it.
We lost on pool here.
Yep.
Do we need 6 healers?
To the 7.
There's 5.
You'll all heal, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm asking if Sean should do
20 healers, 1 tank.
Sean is DPSing. Oh wait, no, he's playing Holy what?
Sean does a lot of damage.
No, I'm Shadow right now.
Band-aids out for
I guess my rate frames right.
Jason?
Band-aids out.
5,
There
4,
Take Mori.
3, 2,
No,
1.
Simus Mythic.
I will get first interrupt on ends. And you guys can longer after that.
Then just add.
Just add healer.
It's out.
Add.
Cats are faster on heroic than it is on mythic.
There's 2.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like the individual adds cast faster.
Can you do the thing, Bird? Or
30 energy.
Fuck Johnny.
I'm used to Johnny doing it on heroic, I didn't think.
They're doing it.
45.
Such
I
a walk
think
in the park
Gate-
compared to Mythic.
You could do it now, do it now. I think you get energy slower on the heroic.
I think so, because that was a minute on the dot that I did that. I tried getting back to you so you wouldn't get feared, Johnny. But that wasn't fast enough.
It's okay.
Nobody likes
Add.
Add.
Sure.
Excuse me, John?
Let's use Bop in the next throw.
Throwing it.
I don't like that his tantrum cast is weird. The cast bar doesn't match the tantrums coming
Alright,
out.
Bob Grounder, Bob Grounder, Bob Grounder. Oh, he put me down.
Nice. About that.
Glad we tested it.
Thank you, good sir.
He has a kind heart.
Yeah, he decided not to
Add.
throw me.
I had that EV. No face.
Sorry, dude. I saw you and then I hit it.
I should have done EB on that mythic ball.
How many birds
Throw.
are
Yeah. Just doesn't hurt at all.
50 energy.
Oh, this shit hurts.
Throwing it.
I feel like I'm gonna die when I get that overlap. This
This still kinda hurts.
tantrum still fucks.
Tantrum thingy. Tantrum into the fear. Oh, your blade's still. I feel bad.
Did the right thing.
He should have kept it in, Park. Oh, that's
Yeah,
straight.
honestly.
Okay.
He probably could
Park
have
would have
been
kept it
thrown,
in.
but
No,
I would have kept
But
it.
then
Honestly, if you're super sick, you could probably life grip immediately.
Into the raid?
Just tunnel bust.
No, out of the raid.
Right, redirect. You're right.
So life gripping is risky unless you're really used to the timing.
Alright, so let's soulstone some healers and do a death skip here.
Oh, we got it. We fucking got it.
He's gonna have to res all of us up there.
Huh?
This cloak is in an upgrade.
Like, the trash doesn't go away unless we kill the trash in front of the Jadefire.
Right, so we're gonna death skip up there and then kill that trash. And then kill the boss.
Are we gonna do RC loot counter, by the way? 'Cause
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get this cloak. Whoever wants it. Yeah, I wish you gave me those shoulders too, Sacred. All I got is this shitty cloak.
You guys can go ahead and death skip while I do loot. I might need a summon. I probably will need a summon.
Yeah, you will.
Are healers soulstone?
At Warlocks?
I'm not a warlock anymore.
Oh, you just have to just do it
Duck
before
is.
you die, I guess.
LBK said Duck is. So.
Oh shit, I'm doing my loot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You're
never
right.
soulstone Duck. He's the
No,
tunnel.
all this stuff is aggro. He just has to go. Come with everything.
This is me. I've never failed a death skip before. Just ask all the dudes in Mythic Boss.
Duck is the park of healing.
I've never wiped an Enderrock before.
Yikes, dude.
I never bust.
Wait, is it going wrong?
Never.
Well, does it
Yeah,
respond
our
when you
soulstone
go?
is sitting at the freaking.
When they hit you with the beam,
He's
it
sitting in
dismounts.
the fucking. Taking his loot score.
Don't look at me!
He's fucking just sitting there.
I'm trying. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to just eat the blizzard or not.
The ice beam dismounts you.
No healer even made it close.
I feel like
Okay, never mind.
Shroud is the play and not Death.
Wait, no, but it's possible, right? Just soulstone
I
someone.
feel like
Just
Death Skip
Shroud,
might be
Shroud
the
and
play,
Death
but
Skip.
never soulstone Duck.
I didn't ask to start this thing. I was doing my loot. I had to fill out the note.
Yeah, we literally should just do both, like Shroud, and then just in case somebody fucks the Shroud.
Alright, I got you, buddy.
Have a death skip. And we don't give it to Duck.
It took so long to fill out the note the other day that the loot window just closed out.
You can only fit like 50 characters in the note.
Yeah, but I was thinking about what this meant for me, what it meant for the raid.
Oh
You know what I mean?
It's about family.
Is it worth it?
What do your notes look like?
It's not even that.
Mine just cut and dry.
All
This
I
much
put was
percent
minor
upgrade.
I didn't even
Whispers strong paragraph.
I want this. That's my note.
They
He
told me to
has-
give it to you, so.
He has me write his Reddit posts, so they're pretty long.
Alright. We're gonna group up in Shroud, plus Soul Stoning.
So does that done?
Soulstone me, one of you.
I think we should just kill.
Can we clear at least the first part? Let's see.
This is my redemption arc. Please soulstone
This
me.
is my
Someone soulstone me.
Holy shit.
There's 9 minutes
Can't
till
be
the
the
raid, and
redemption
if we do the trash, there's no point to even go because we won't do the bot. Shit's like 10 minutes long.
I can run up there.
Okay,
Don't.
The
Side.
ice beam dismount use.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess we're just killing trash.
Are we just killing trash?
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Wasting time by trying to death skip and we.
I've seen people do it before, so I know it can be done.
Oh yeah, we're done. Just keep moving every shot.
I'm just really far behind, like 30 seconds behind.
So go fast if you dodge the swirls. Sometimes Jaina will root you them, which sucks. You know.
Just to kill the big elemental.
Why did they put this trash here?
It's fun.
No.
I'm
It's
not.
every raid.
This is better than time walking, better than PvP, better than LFR. It's a good time.
Okay.
It's a low bar.
Yeah, they're all low, but, like, this is the highest of the low soon.
Nothing's
That's it.
better than time walking.
Hit it
Okay,
first.
Shadows.
then
Can you
that was
please
hard
say
today.
that?
It's the highest bar in the
think,
monkey bar.
Island is probably the most exhilarating thing in this game.
Did the first wing that was hard. I think the
Sleeper after.
boss had 75 stacks in Zeal. Yeah.
Not a bit
You
excessive.
still killed it, right?
Oh yeah, we still killed it. And both tanks died, and then all the top DPS got melee, but we still killed
I'm
it.
dying. Help me.
Alright. Our healer's still stoned.
I mean, we're almost there.
Just kill this trash.
We're gonna kill the trash, but just in case.
I'm
As long as
already
kill-
at the ocean. Never mind.
Oh, I mean, we're still killing this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why are you already at it? Heal
Our
us.
healers are at the boss.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're in a good
Don't
spot
bring
to
that
die,
shit
then
up
we can
here.
die.
Oh my god.
Oh my, I'm being trolled.
You're in combat, you can just die. This is officially a death skip now, because everyone died.
Wait,
Because you
shit.
guys left.
Resident.
We don't have a battle.
I don't
mode.
have a soul stone.
Why,
Like,
he's
that's
up
why I
there.
said don't bring
He's
that shit
stealthed
up
up
here.
there. Why didn't we just have dirty stealth up there? After the boss died.
As long as
Alright, you gotta
There you
rest.
There you go. Dirty's a hero. Fuck's sakes.
Our brains are small.
Our?
We were gonna do trash, but like, I guess not.
We were, and then we all died.
I mean, we got 75% of the way there, then we stop.
Yes. Thanks, Blanc.
Because that takes 30 seconds to finish the AoE ad was too much.
Alright. How many people does everybody get in
That,
it?
that didn't hit me.
What? Did a warlock hit it? We're fine.
You can move forward.
I got it.
Jaina,
this.
please, Jesus.
We just summoning our release.
Yeah, just really.
It's summoning wiki.
Need to summon too.
In combat.
Jaina, dude.
Summoning Gurlock.
Gurlock.
You
Who's
fucking
that?
Slut Jaina.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Everyone's here.
Can
Commencing.
we do it?
3, 2, 1, lost.
I hope we see Jaina during this boss. That'd be fun, getting rooted too.
What's wrong?
Chargers.
Johnny
Hurt
did
you.
PvP last night. He's not okay.
Polymorph is 13 seconds long. No one's
have
killing
aggro.
me.
Well, I got melee for just 10 billion damage.
Over here.
I will just dodge it.
Alright, Balor's Grounder. Balor's Grounder?
We're resetting it, right?
We can reset.
Yeah, we can reset this loss. We used lost anyway. We should just reset.
Does it reset for you?
Oh no, it didn't. I don't need lost.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Warlocks and
But you're right.
then
4
reset
more
you
minutes.
Transcendence.
Ring of Peace too. When it starts.
Just no, like set your ports at the
I'm
wall.
taking mage.
I'm not taking mage.
We lost and blow up the monk.
We lost at start, right? So we can skip. Yeah.
Yes. Well, Sassy's way over there.
5, 4,
late, we
Hello?
busted.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, they both jumped to the same spot.
They usually do on heroic for some reason.
Alright,
See
this
ya.
clears. The DK AMS is pretty good for clearing out one trap. And so is Cloak Turtle. Oh, we got living bomb.
Taunting.
We got lasered.
Oh, I can't taunt because you're outside. Got it.
I'm just gonna go to the other one.
It's really long.
We're taking a lot of damage. It's just these living bombs, I guess. Can anyone clear that
Ads.
trap?
I got it.
Tiger's up.
Yeah, Mizuan. Oh, Pyroblast. Pyroblast first.
I'm gripping Mizuan and stunning on the
Hey,
boss.
everybody's silent.
What'd you say?
I was asking for Wiki's and invade.
Feels good to do this fight without a 244 weapon equipped.
Just remember, if he turns into a dragon and does that move, everybody gets sent into the air. So, let's practice for nothing if that happens.
I think
I stayed down last time.
Yeah, some people say that.
It was just me and Grounder.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's how it is in Mythic too.
What, some people...
That was a trap.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 that stay down.
It really doesn't make sense, but I guess.
Can I Goblin jump this?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Goblin jump up. Why?
You can Death's advance it.
Remember,
Can I stand over here in DPS?
Break the barriers.
Two of them are open.
3.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, you can't do this time, I think, but...
Yeah, you can't jump through the rings on Mythic.
No, I meant like you can't stand back if you're in DPS, because you'll just die.
The ox will just kill you.
Get ready to take the gateway. He ports, take.
Where is he?
Oh,
There he is. He's a little early.
Fuck my void form.
Rolling.
Classic. That interrupts, erect, oops.
Did the Roman have it?
Ads.
We got a split.
Slow fall of long, slow fall of long.
Res block.
I tried.
Long taunt the mace when you get up.
Should have just gripped him, Sean.
I was out of range. He died like split second he came in range.
I should have just been spamming.
Oh my god.
I'm pulling them together again.
Taunting.
No, if I get a multi-sided strike. I guess you probably should have res DPS.
No, we killed the dragon.
You got it.
You can res DPS anyway. Why not?
Alright, no, we just have to clear the traps.
Great damage in 10 seconds. Great damage in 4 seconds. 3.
On Mythic, we're definitely doing this phase, by the way. We're gonna need cooldowns.
Big dumb gilded didn't.
Oh, nice, Goro. It's a good trinket. Damn, anybody not need that ring? XD?
XD.
XD.
We're not doing another, are we? Or are we?
No, we'll continue on Thursday.
Yep.
With my favorite boss, Opulence.
Oh, also, Sean, I still can't look at logs. So, how do you...
You can't look at what?
Logs.
Oh, logs. Hold on, let me...
And there's not even an option to, like request access or anything, so I don't...
I might have to send you a link. Just give me 1 second.
Alright, thanks. Nah, fuck you,
Thank
Clark.
you.
That's a really good helmet for me. Gee, what does it have for warrior? I wonder.
It has the best single target trait.
Oh, does it have the what's it called?
Crushing Assault and Test of Might.
Oh, I don't know arm shit. I only play Fury and Prot. Get out of here with your arms garbage. Gur Mage.
Yes?
Ooh. Long, I should really want to do that.
How good is this trinket?
Which one, the agility one?
Seems middle of the pack
It's pretty good, honestly.
It seems middle of the pack for every agility class.
Get better ones from Mythic Plus.
Thought it was like at least high middle.
No, it's pretty much dead middle.
Do Mythic Plus, get better trinkets.
Are there 10 groups?
Isn't that the case?
I think the only spec like super good for is Outlaw, maybe?
Did all the loot go out? Am I free to hurt that?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Although, yeah, I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot of people that want the ring.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. Last pick anyway. Alright, I'm gonna hurt that then.
Okay.
Yeah, healers like never get geared during prog, which is understandable. So I don't expect to, you know.
Sometimes you do, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's such a waste because if you have like low percent wipes, like that upgrade you put on the healer could have been on the DPS.
I hate loot.
Three DPS for temple, last call before I'm poking.
Oh, you said DPS?
DPS, yes.
Okay, I can... That's really weird.
I'm hopping on this Discord.
I assume you already divvied the loot, right?
No, I'm actually not done. The ring's probably gonna go to DPS though, so.
Yeah, probably.
Goodbye.
Alright, done doing loot.
Why is there a portal to Shatrath?
Just hooking you up, dude. Yeah, I got you another one.
Best neutral city, don't at me.
Best neutral city is Stoner.
Oh god.
The OG portal.
Man.
You make me a...
So tomorrow's normal, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do more for with the whole group on Thursday.
I'm gonna clear it on Thursday.
Yeah.
I think I'll bring something else to normal.
Alright, are we busting?
I have time for one, probably.
Yeah, if anybody's on tomorrow, I'll be doing keys during the day. Doing whatever, 10 spam or want to get 115 done this week, so at some point. The amount of stamina you gain from the 30 eye levels in the new Azerite pieces is just stupid.
Even same eye level stuff has way more stamina.
That's
Yeah,
20%
yeah.
buffed.
No, but I'm saying like a new one to another new one, like a 30 eye level difference is like insane. Like it's so big now. It's even bigger than it was before. So much fucking health. I really needed new shoulders. My shoulders are 370. At least they have 2 traits, but